Welcome back. Welcome back. Begin the stream in a moment. I got to beat level 2 finally. The goblins were quite some trouble, but now it is level 3. Hold on, let me go into and show it. Beat level 1 first stream. Last stream, beat level 2. This guy was the difficult one. Everybody else was not too much trouble. I did lose once to him. Anyways, level 3 is next, and I think I will do the last time I finished the 2003 era deck. I think now complete it to Flaming Eternity, where that is the end of the Duel Monsters era. So I think I will add the extra cards that I have been looking at and see where that goes, because this guy was quite difficult. And I still have level 3, level 4, and level 5. So to beat all of these, this might be something. Alright, so time to update the deck. Time to update the deck. Can experiment as I go, but I have Gemini Elf. What I would like is Toon Gemini Elf. Also, Holy Swordsman, level 4. 1 copy of him, 2 copies of her. The Toon version. I have not Toon World, but she doth not need Toon World. It's Toon Gemini Elf. Feather of the Phoenix. And this card will allow me to return any card from the graveyard to the top of the deck to be used again on the very next turn. And this card came out in Flaming Eternity. So this is the newest card to be used. So about 2005. Let me see if it shows the year. 2005, March 1st. March 1st, 2005. Yeah, 2 of those. Lame. I like to call it the Eternal Flame, because this flame never goeth out. It is fragile, but if you protect it, it can become unstoppable. And there is the idea of Air Knight Parshath being able to get past defense cards with his piercing ability, and that is true. And he has a good ability. He can draw a card when you do so. This can do the same also. It does not get to draw a card, but it becomes very powerful to the point of game ending. So I will see about that. One copy, because we have one flame. I want my deck to be a symbol of the Christian life, if it be possible. So, one flame, your eternal flame, your inner fire. Do not let it go out. And if it goeth out, you have things to revive it, like a feather of the phoenix. And then I would like to protect my other cards also. Because of that, I will add Recycle to the deck. And this will let you pay life points to return cards from the graveyard to the bottom of the deck. This is the bottom. So it is not easy to access. So if you play a powerful trap card and you want to use it again, or any trap card, you will have a hard time doing so. But this is what I hope another card will be useful for. Nope. We'll buy Alphabet. I like to see if I can make use of this card. I would like to. Outstanding Dog Merit. If it is a dog. I like it. It could symbolize something. A dog always returning to its owner, as the player always returning to God. And when this card is sent to the graveyard, you add it to the deck and shuffle it, so it is never gone. You can set it in defense, it will go back to the deck, shuffle the deck, you get back the cards that you returned. Or you could discard it from your hand with that effect and do the same thing and get it again in the future. One copy, I think, because the idea is I have one copy of Recycle also. I like having one copy of things, and sometimes two. 1, 2. Very, very rare to have 3 copies of a card, except if you need that card quickly. Whereas Recycle, I think I would save it for the end of the game. Get all the trap cards and skill cards that I used at the beginning of the game. Get the deck in the deck and use the shuffle the deck. And anyways, that is my idea. I do not know how else shuffle the deck easily. I might come up with something. I may figure something out. But for now, it is the outstanding dog. Then I would like salvage one copy of that. You could say maybe it could be useful twice, so put that in the side deck. Maybe you use the Penguin Soldiers quite a bit, and you return them multiple times. And then one final card. This is a level 5. This is the outstanding, the great, enraged Muka Muka, the upgraded version of Muka. The more powerful agent of patience. And I'll add 2 of him. And I think that is all I will do. And that includes everything from Legend of Blue Eyes to I was going to say Outstanding Dogman. From Legend of Blue Eyes to Flaming Eternity. 2002 to 2005. The very start of 2005. Flaming Eternity is... I will show a screenshot if I can do so. Here is a screenshot. Rise of Destiny is the end of 2004. Flaming Eternity is the very beginning of 2005. The very beginning. When is Flaming Eternity? Let me check. It was released March 1st, 2005. So the very beginning. And these are reprints. This is a new pack in between Duel Monsters and GX. Another reprint. This changed the game because it made special summoning with Cyber Dragon a huge thing, even though there's a card earlier called Cyber Fiend. Not Cyber Fiend. What's he called? I cannot remember. Mega Archfiend. Hold on. Let me Google him. I'm not Google him. I can look on the game, actually. Let me do so. Let me look on the game, see if I can find. He is a level 6 effect. I think he might be a Tharic? I cannot remember what attribute he is, but I had him as a child, so I know exactly who he is. Yeah, the Fiend Mega Cyber, and he has a very similar effect to Cyber Dragon, and you can special summon him, but it is weaker. Its effect is weaker. It has a requirement that your opponent has at least 2 more monsters on the field than you do. So they need to have 2 on the field, and you have none. Whereas your opponent needs only have 1 on the field. Yeah. So this is much easier to play, which made special summoning much more powerful. Which signaled the change of the game. And then where is my screenshot? So this changed the game. This is in between GX and Duel Monsters, and you can tell that because all the Duel Monsters era cards packs have Yugi on the front. This one changed that. And then another reprint. So a bunch of reprints between these packs. And then you have Elemental Energy, which is where it gets into the GX territory. And begins. And then they banned Pot of Greed and they put Pot of Avarice in its place. Which people say Pot of Greed is banned because it is too powerful. But nay. Pot of Avarice is even more powerful. What it does is it not only lets you draw 2 cards, but lets you return 5 of your best creatures that have been lost in battle back to the deck before you draw 2 cards. So all those tough cards that were difficult, that were lost with difficulty, you can replay them all again now. And it feels too powerful. That one does feel too powerful. And the game speeds up much more, and changes from being chess to much more about a race. That is why I like to stick with Duel Monsters era. So that means Flaming Eternity is the cutoff point for me. Right. So that is it. I think that is our cards. That is all our cards. So I can exit this now and begin forming this deck. I do not think 3 Solemn Wishes is needed. Maneater Bug. I cannot bring you back with salvage, so you must go. Revival Gem. But if I'm not using many high-level cards, the Revival Gem is probably not of much use. That is a powerful card. That is also a powerful card. Limit 1 card. Horn of Heaven. Anyways, you can go now because you are replaced by you, and I can figure out how to bring this down to 40. And what I think right now, I probably do not need Cal back. I could see about bringing it back after. Maybe the cat ear trap will not be needed. Probably not. This will probably not be needed, and I like not using the cards that were popular in the GOAT format, to stay away from them because I like that. Get rid of Maneater Bug. I'm still unsure about this card. This card does not feel like it is incredible, but in order to make use of Recycle, maybe that means I should not make use of Recycle, but I will try it. I will try using this card and see how it doth fare. And I also have Giant Rat, which will shuffle the deck. 3 of them. Which I wonder if I need 3. This is useful. But maybe I try not using it. He would shuffle the deck also. But then he goes. Whereas this guy does not get any special effects. But he shuffles the deck each time. And he returns to it. Whereas this is a one-time use. Maybe I'll put Kotetsu in the side deck in case I choose to use him later. Now I have 20 creatures. And I think I do not need Soul Exchange. if I have only 2 Mukas. And the Mukas, I will share that later. I'll get rid of that. And I also have the Holy Swordsman, which had the same effect as Nobleman of Crossout. But he remains and becomes a great presence. Whereas this card is destroyed after it is used. So I do not need it, and I do not want it, because it is another popular card from Guild format. Bottomless, I do not know how popular that was. Do not remember. All these others, I know this is not popular. This may be the most popular one. Do I have 3 Solomon? I do not need 3. There are 2. Wow, I am already at 41 cards. That is good. That is good. So I could get rid of one of these. Or I get rid of Bottomless and add 1 Salvage. What would it be like with 2 Salvage and Penguin Soldier? Would that be quite a good defense? That makes me wonder. That makes me question. That would make, I'd have 10 skills and then 10, I'd have 20, 10, 10. That seems like quite a good balance. And if I have not enough water cards, I could always add Revival Jam. Not that I care much for full rooms. I do like Kelbeck. Kelbeck, what I do not like is he is on the opponent's terms. If the opponent does not attack him, then he does not much at all. Or doth not much at all. He's an attacking force. He's quite a threat. I can place him in defense mode on the first turn. You know what? Preserve my cards. Because if I have 2 salvage, I may be tempted to use my water cards with haste, knowing I can get them back. And what we could do is, instead of Bottomless Trap Hole, let me see if I have room in here for it. I do. I'll put these in the main deck. I lied. Oh, whoops. Can I undo that? Probably not. Probably need to go and find Kelbeck again. He is an Earth type. Level 4. Effect. With 1,500 attack points. Instead of Bottomless Trap Hole, I use Kelbeck. So he is a Bottomless Trap Hole is a 1-for-1. You play it, you destroy their card. It is a great card, but you destroy their card, and then that is it. Whereas with Kelbeck, he sticks around. He's an angel, it says, but he looks like a machine. Is that a man-made angel? Is that an idol? He looks metal. I don't want Kelbeck. No. No Kelbeck. Besides, I have 20 creatures already. $39. I could have a second salvage. Yeah, I could do that. Then it is 20, 10, and 10. Though this looks quite barren without bottomless. Because there's not much defense. There are the 3 mirror walls. That is all. Hold on. Yes. Then if I do remove something, if I use bottomless, if I use 2 bottomless, I will need to remove something. One more nobleman. And 2 dust tornadoes. I could add 1 bottomless. I don't want to. I could set Outstanding Dog Mirren and then have the Horn waiting. Anything they play I can negate by merely returning the dog back to the deck. But outside of him, nothing else I would like to remove. You could also use bottomless instead. 1 bottomless, 1 rope, 2 wishes. I do want a second bottomless. I do. I like how it automatically organizes this. It put them beside each other, even though I put it in last. Whereas the Tag Force games, you have to constantly organize this yourself. It would have added it right here. This game has better organization than Tag Force. Even though Tag Force be newer. Alright, now I have 12 and 9. So I need to get rid of... I either get rid of 1 green card or salvage. Let me try something. Main deck salvage. At the beginning, when I began using this card, I never knew that it returned to the bottom of the deck, which makes it difficult if you cannot always shuffle. So maybe this is not useful as part of the strategy. Maybe get rid of that. And if that is not useful as part of the strategy, then maybe the dog It's not useful. So maybe I have this to bring back cards, but I think that will be the deck. I think I'll try this. See how this goes. I have 9 green cards. I don't like the number 9. It's off balance. I could lose one more of these. I could say, here's the problem. If I have three Mukas, I will get it at the beginning of every turn of the game, every time. And I usually like to hold Muka until later on, until I have 6 cards. But if I get him on my first turn, I'm compelled to. There's a strong desire to play it because he's strong, but then I cannot set up my field and he becomes vulnerable. So if possible, I would like to play Giant Rat on my first turn instead. So maybe 2 Mukas and 2 Great Mukas. And that means I have 18 creatures. And 18 is okay. And that gives me room for 1 more green card. Now if I can only pick a green card to add. I could use Recycle and rely on Giant Rat, I suppose, to shuffle the decks. You know what? I will put the Marin and Recycle back in the deck, and I will say maybe 2 Giant Rats, because if I have 3, here's the idea. On the first turn, I use Giant Rat to play Muka, and there's 2 left in the deck. On the later down the road, I could use Giant Rat to bring out either a second Muka or Dream Warrior. There's a chance one of these 2 will be in my hand, so if I have a third, what I never like to do is use him to bring out another of him. That seems wasteful, only to block an attack momentarily. I like to try to make the most of things, so I will try this. I will try 2 Giant Rats, 2 Mukas, 2 Great Mukas, 2 of most things, 1 or 2 of most things. The only thing I have 3 of is the Mirror Wall. Everything else I have 1 or 2 of. And I like that. If I have 3 of things, then you see the same things, the same cards, over and over. But if you only have 2 of them, then it changes. It makes it so you get different cards. I don't want to have the same cards all the time. So I will say Muka. No. I'll save this here. And I will call it DM. I will call it Muka. That means it goes right up to the end of the series. Change the name from Muka to a personal name that I like. Patience. Because it should represent this. Deck I will call Patience. Patience with no stall. Alright. Let's see how this works, how it turns out. First, I would like to battle this guy again with this deck and see how it fares. This was the difficult guy of last time. Alright, so even though I only have 2 giant rats, I still drew him on the first turn, which is great. But I would like to try this. Play that. Save giant rat for a little bit. Maybe the second turn. Third turn. It is possible that I could play this and get through to his life points early on in the game. Normally I would like to save this till his resources have been spent. Which does put him in danger. I'll see what I do. I will see. For now, this will do. Also, I should mention, this guard has 1900 attack points and 1600 defense points. He has a very good effect, but you must play him face down first. Then you can flip him face up on the next turn. And that is alright, because he has a strong defense. So he is a slower card, much like Patience is slower. You must wait. And then, when he attacks any face down card, he destroys it immediately, so it never flips. So even if it's a Mystic Tomato, or a Cyberjar, or Maneater Bug, or anything, its effect will be disregarded. So I like this card a lot. And I like what he represents, the Holy Swordsman. Now that card is 2200. It is quite a strong card. Place him in attack mode. I know you have face down cards. And I would rather not. I have options now. I have different things I could do. Do I attack you and be destroyed? I can still do it. All right. I play Giant Rat. Giant Rat attack. I lose 800 life points, but Giant Rat, once he goes, he can bring forth another card. And as you may have noticed, Enraged Muka Muka is in the options, because he is a level 5, normally requiring to send a card to the graveyard. But his attack is only 1200, so I will choose him. And he gains 400 attack points for each card in my hand, making him 2400 already. Whereas the regular Muka, to get that kind of attack power, he requires 6 cards in my hand. So this is twice as strong. Oh, no. Oh, you do have Shrink. I thought you might. I did. I know you do have lots of those Shrink cards. I got rid of one of his trap cards. I did lose my Muka. It's painful, but I had to. His Shrink would have activated. Now he may think he hath me, but he hath not. For I activate Mirror Wall, cutting your attack in half. Now you lose the battle. And I will not activate his effect because I do not keep level 6 in the deck. I could, and level 6 is stronger. And what level 6 does is anything I attack, I can attack face down and it returns to the top of the deck. But any smart duelist would realize that if they place a card face down when level 6 is in play, that they'll never draw again. They'll be caught in a loop. So any smart duelist would not, once they see the level 6, they will no longer play cards face down so that they can draw. So his effect would be weakened. So I chose to not have level 6 and have level 4 instead. And level 2 is easy to play. You can play it immediately, but his attack is only 900. He is too weak to be useful for more than one turn. Whereas level 4, he can be useful. He's 1900. He can be useful for the entire game now. I like that much more than using the effect ones. And now, I will pay 2,000 life points to keep Mirror Wall in play. I do have a 1900, which you think is enough, but I will keep Mirror Wall in play, which is why I like it better than Mirror Force. But it is not only useful for destruction. It is useful for protecting me for a few turns, so that this card, the Raging Flame Eternity, the Eternal Flame, can be protected whilst he grows stronger. And I need only protect him for one turn. So one turn, I'll attack you directly. He inflicts 100 points of damage, and then his attack power grows by 1,000. So one turn, as long as you have nothing over 2,200, he is safe. And then the next turn, it wraps up. Protect him for one turn. This is like a one turn Swords of Revealing Light. And then I need not worry. Now I could attack this guy, but then he will get 2. I will wait for that. So I will not attack him. Hammer Shot. You do destroy my Holy Swordsman. And he's 2,000. Not strong enough. Your Garzette is not powerful enough to defeat my card. I am afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm glad. I am relieved. And I need not pay for it again. One turn was all I needed, and it cost me only 2,000 life points. Attack him again directly. Get past his creatures. A direct strike. And Fish Mix. And he groweth again by 1,000. 2,100. Another stream, Fish Mix. Oh yeah. I hope you have fun at your appointment. And then since I attacked and he did not activate anything, maybe he did not realize the fear that my Eternal Flame doth inflict. And maybe he will activate one of these in the future. But if not, it might mean he has nothing to defend against it. So I will play Dust Tornado. It was a Dust Tornado, destroying my Dust Tornado. A pretty good move, because I would have Dust Tornadoed the next face down card he plays that might help him. Pot of Greed. That lets you draw 2 cards. Premature Burial. You get to bring back a 2200 and a 1900. Okay, I should have kept. See, maybe it would have been better to keep that wall up for a 3rd turn. I think that is the case. Yes, without the wall, 21 is possible to get past. If I kept it up for the 3rd turn, yeah, it would have been. I would have been better to do so. Next time, I'll try this again. I'll keep doing this until, because this guy is a good challenge to overcome. He's a difficult opponent. Rush Rackleslaying Knights. So you used it up. I think I have lost. It's too early to surrender. 1 turn too early. Then I will place 2 cards. I will save that card for later, for a future duel. Yes, I've lost because I did not keep the mirror wall in play. 1 more turn. Spend the extra points. It will be worth it in the end. Yes, that is the lesson. Spend the extra life points. It is for your own health, your own security. I like this. Now this duel, my hand is different because I have not 3 of anything. I only have 2 Mookas. I only have 2 giant rats. And this is a different hand, which means a different possibility. I play the Tormented Women. And 1 card face down. No, nay. 2 cards face down. Because I have not the Mooka to play on the 1st turn, I can set up my field. And save Mooka for later. Ah, Smashing Ground. Very good move. I use my resource? It is a bit early to use it. No. Two. I have 2. Yeah, I will play this. Goblin King. Goblin King is weak. Penguin Soldier, activate. I will return you, but not the other, because he is weak and now vulnerable to attack. Dream Clown, take advantage. You are finished. Your best card is over. That's the card you build your entire deck around. so fast. I activate Mirror Wall. You're attacked by your own reflection. Of course, your effect weakens me now. I will not keep his effect in play. It is no longer the right time. And to protect my Dream Clown, I think I would like to return him to my hand. First, I will see. You get more powerful now. The giant germ. For he is now strong enough to strike. Not a bad move. Yeah, 2 is enough. Giant rat, 2 of them. Definitely enough. And 2. I flip the penguin soldier. And I return you and penguin to mine hand. Now you do not have the advantage of having 2, but only 1. And I can save Penguin Soldier for later. Oh, the Dark Necrophia. And the Slate Warrior. Giant Rat, activate! Bring forth the Grand Mooka. A much more powerful version. 2800. More than a match for thee. I know you are quite excited, however, because you get to take him if he be destroyed. But that is what Penguin Soldier is for. First, how strong are you? You are 24. As long as I'm over 24, that is enough. I will begin and attack your germ. And then play this little card face down. Penguin, activate! Turn this card. And your friend. He's back. And I do not wish to attack him because of his effect. Therefore, I play Drakmord. I equip him to your card. Oh no, Dust Tornado. In that case, I play a Feather of the Phoenix. And I discard Dust Tornado from my hand to play, to add any one of these cards to my deck, to draw next turn. And I choose Drakmord. Oh, wow, you negated that as well. also. Now you're 2100. That is alright. I have answers to both of those questions. I place one card face down and switch my Muka to defense mode. I think you have me, but you are mistaken. First, I activate Solemn Wishes. And then, now that my card has been destroyed, I activate Rope of Life. He holdeth on to the rope, and doth never surrender. Wait, you have not attacked yet. I made a mistake. I should. Yeah, that was bad on me. Wow, this guy is even still. He's beating me. Yeah, he is. I think you win again. This is a difficult opponent. I think it only means that I have more room to modify my deck. Difficult opponent is a challenge to overcome. You won again. Alright, let me see what I can do to the deck. He hath beaten me more than I have beaten him. Alright, let's go back to the deck. And I think I will not use the effect of recycle. I think I need not recycle. And must think of something else. Its ear. Tribe. This is the cat. The cat's ear tribe. Giant soldier of stone. It would be a strong defense. And amplified with the horn, it could be strong. It could endure, perhaps. So there's one card. Reflect Bounder? No. Iron Lord is the popular choice. Iron Blacksmith? 16. I have 18 now. No. The last spot should go to a green card. Alright, let me take a look at the green cards. See what there are. Third Ekibio? That might be too much. Maybe. A little bit of variance if possible. And 3 horns is likely too much also. Megamorph? Body. A second nobleman could help me clear the back row. I think maybe a second nobleman. Clear the back row so that his cards do not threaten my defenders. This is shield crash. Shield crash. Let me take a look at what. I thought it was shield crush. Shield crash. Cannot find. I think it is. Yes, it is shield crush. They misspelled this in the game, and this came out in 2007. Beyond where we shall play. Yeah, that was misspelled. That is not the card. I could use a 1-for-1 smashing ground. I'm trying to stay away from 1-for-1s. I know how useful they are. I noticed one thing about all these cards is there's no outline. It is 2 shades of green. There's one green for the card, another green for the name and effect zone, and then a card picture. What did this do? Decrease the attack of a creature by 1,000 points. I could do that on an opponent's card side deck. Why do that when you can merely destroy something though? Yeah. Still be a 1-for-1. You use this to weaken it, and then you attack something. I'm trying to have effects that are prolonged, that are greater. What about Gear Golem, the Moving Fortress? That is a powerful card. G. Where is he? He is here. I will perhaps try that instead of Giant Soldier of Stone. He has weaker attack points, so powered up by the horn, he would not be strong enough to be a threat. But that means I can save the horn for something else. And his 2200 defense would be a good wall. We'll try that. I can 10 of these now. 12 of these. 18 of these. So what did I change? I put a defense that can be grabbed from Giant Rat if need be to the deck. Or if I draw it, it might be a strong enough defense to withstand any attacks. And he can also attack the opponent directly at the cost of paying life points. I cannot say if it will be good or not, but I would like to try, while still avoiding all the power cards that everybody uses. Hey, Gara! Welcome to the stream. This game is indeed a classic. And I am on level 2. Actually, I'm done level 2, but this guy is a challenge. So I would like to overcome him. Oh, you're playing Master Duel. I think I have that on Steam. I've not tried it yet, but I have it. The graphics are on that one are quite good. I have the Eternal Flame, the Fire Princess, the Muka. I drew the Muka on my first turn. I will play one card face down and end my turn. $19. I knew you had a 19. And not only have you a 19, but he will ruin my Muka. Oh well. It must occur. Your card is destroyed, but now mine is weakened. Down to 16. But if I remove him from the field, then he may get his strength back. I am trying to play a lower tier of cards. Not a lower tier, I don't want to call it a low tier, but the less common cards, stuff that normally is limit 1 in this format, I have not used. So you are using her. That is troublesome. That means I must use my mirror wall to get past her. Mirror wall. Nice. Very good card. Alright. I pay 2,000 life points to keep it in play. And then I play the Eternal Flame. Ah, the scapegoat. It is goat format after all. Attack. Oh no, I attack you directly. I got past every one of your goats. And you take 100 points. And when you do so, my card strength groweth by 1,000. And I play this face down. Hammer shot. Good card. Good card. I activate Interdimensional Matter Transporter. Flee from harm. Immature Burial. 1900 is back? This will pose a challenge. Oh, you're getting rid of him to play that. I see. Cut your attack in half. Now it is down to 12. And 12 is strong enough for me to defeat. And I pay 2,000 life points to keep it in play. My wall will remain strong. And then I play the Fire Princess. Attack! Your card is toast. And then I attack you directly once again. By playing your goats, you have left yourself room for but one card. You thought your goats would protect you? They will not protect you from this. And then I place... Do I place a card face down? I must. Playing Master Duel warped your conception of older games. In the back of your head, you're screaming, "Where's the combo?" Yes, this is a different era of Yu-Gi-Oh! This old Yu-Gi-Oh! Is more like chess, where you place one card at a time, and the combos are later on in the game when cards combine one with another. Whereas in, like how you would move one pawn forward, and then later you would move the bishop in a different place, and you're intending that 5 turns down the road, they will combine in the right order, then you can trap your opponent and make your combo. Whereas in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It is like solitaire. You'll have one card, you'll play it, and it will lead to another card that you can play that, and then you play them one after another, and then you build up all your pieces on the single turn, in one turn. It is like if you were playing chess, but you moved 10 pieces per turn. Whereas this is more, it is a long game type of thing. You have your intro, where you are building up your pieces, your plan. And the middle game is where you and your opponent waste each other's resources. And then at the end game, you're both out, one of you is out of resources and the other has built his combo. So that's what this early Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like. And I gain 500 life points, and you lose 500 life. And there's a combo. There's a combo right there. And I cannot pay to keep the mirror wall in play. So it must depart. And you have a 1900. But my card, my mirror wall, hath protected me long enough to keep this card. And now that you have that, I know you have a 2450. You have this guy. I need to get you strong enough. No, I have a plan, and I will keep each one of your goats in play. Yes. Raging Eternal Flame! Attack directly! Thou hast trapped thyself. And now I gain 1,000 points yet again. Now he is at 2,100, stronger than yours. But I will not attack. I play Horn of the Unicorn to strengthen the Fire Princess. Okay. My plan was that I strengthen the Fire Princess. It gains both attack and defense, meaning her defense would be 2,200. And then I can switch it to defense mode and keep the effect going. And it'd be a strong wall. But because you played Magic Drain, I can either discard my Echabule Drachmord to continue that effect, or I could let the horn be destroyed and play Echabule Drachmord to pause your creature. One of the two. I could do one of the two things. I like the idea You have one card in your hand. How likely is it that in this turn you will play your high-level card? And your high-level card would get past my horn anyways. It would get past my horn, and it would ruin Drakmord. I'll let that be negated. And then I will play Drakmord, which causeth thy Slate Warrior to be useless for 2 turns and then be destroyed. In the meantime, I switch Fire Princess to defense mode. This new Yu-Gi-Oh! Does change people's perception of things, which is why I like remaining with the old Yu-Gi-Oh! New Yu-Gi-Oh! Makes me frustrated. I can play this? I'm not playing that. No. Oh, no thanks. I will place this, though. I need to keep 1 card in my hand for Rope of Life to be useful. Attack directly once again with 2,100 points. And now he gains 1,000 again. He's at 3,100. Next turn, you have Bug Food. Dark Armored Dragon. I'm not sure what you mean by full power, but I think he is in the game. I have not checked, but now your card is destroyed. And that can be go back to mine. And you lose 500 points yet again. I know Dark Arm Dragon is in Tag Force. Let me. When was I think Dark Arm Dragon was probably when did that release? Let me check. That is everybody's favorite card. That is a popular card. Yes, that released in 2008. So that is not even in this game. That is a Synchro era card. That is far beyond here, I'm afraid. Alright. Did I do my battle phase? No main phase. I guess I win. I have defeated thee. You cannot withstand my eternal flame. Look at that. Your goats hurt him rather than I. Alright, let's try that again. That may have been a chance. A chance encounter. Let's see if I can pull that off more than once. Alright, here we go. And Cure Mermaid. And Salvage. Penguin Soldier. Giant Rat. And the Muka. Now I can make you use your resources to destroy the Muka, and then I have Giant Rat. It says 2008, so yeah, I'll show you. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. It says at least in these series. The earliest one is February 2008, so that is a long time ago. And it was reprinted ever since. Maybe the card was in the anime, and then a few years later, it went into. That's how the game sometimes works. They're in the anime for a few years, and then eventually they get printed into cards. But as far as I know, it is not in the game. I've played the Tag Force games, and I think Dark Armed Dragon is in Tag Force. I think maybe it's in Tag Force 3, which is the end of the GX era, and it also has some synchro cards. So it combines a little bit of 5Ds with GX. The Goblin. I always forget you have that card. I should have not played a single card. How strong is your defense? 1500. I have nothing to get past that. I guess I will play the Giant Rat and leave one card face down. I do not like playing Giant Rat. Ooh, Dust Tornado. That will put a dent in my plans. I do not like playing cards in face down defense because I know Nobleman of Crossroad exists, and it always wipes out my defenses. Always. So whenever possible, I like to place things face up. Now I play the Enraged Muka. His power a whopping 2800. Try to get past him. And I draw, increasing his strength by another 400 to 3200. Oh man. Zakuretsu. You are a germ, and you will perish as one. I return your powerful cards back to thine hand. How good is Blue Eyes? There's still cards that combine with Blue Eyes. There's Lord of Dragons, Lord of D, and the Flute. Lord of D makes it so any dragon is invulnerable to effects, which is quite good. But you have to think in different terms. You have to think of the eras differently. The Duel Monsters era was about slower play. The GX era was about special summoning, and your deck starts to become like fuel to make your extra deck cards, your fusion cards, and then 5Ds speeds that up further, makes your deck to be fuel, and your extra deck to be about synchros, and makes things easier to play. And yeah, things speed up. And so you have to separate the eras. Hey, Haphazard Prism. It is going well. It is going well. We are fighting the Goblin King. The king of the goblins. I know next turn... No. I'll be safe next turn. As long as everything goeth well, I will be safe. Mermaid, attack! Now you get 2 giant sharks. Yeah, so in the different eras, you have to think of things as at different power levels. and separate them, almost as though they be different games. So it is okay if some decks have lower power levels. Archfiend. The Archfiend can go where he belongeth. Go down to the bottomless pit. You can rule the pit there. But here, you will not. I gain 800 life points. And I attack. There goes another one. You are inflicting 500, but my mermaid is making your effect of none effect. And then I will place something face down. I have penguin. What do I have in my discard zone? I have another penguin. So with salvage, I can get them both back. I will set this. And I should have played this. I was undecided whether I wanted to play Penguin Soldier or Fire Princess, but I will play Fire Princess because I can get the penguin back. Yeah, I'm not a fan, Gara. I'm not a fan of the one-turn games. Oh, look at you. You've spent your trap to weaken my card. But I'm afraid that will help you none at all, for I activate Rope of Life. I discard Penguin Soldier to bring her back, and she is even mightier than before. Yes, in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It's the one-turn games. I'm not a fan of, because it's like playing chess, but you only get to play for one turn. If you like the game of chess, you should be able to play for many turns, not only one turn. I want more, not less. So I will play for, how many turns is this? 11 turns. I am enjoying this 11-turn game. And in fact, when I was playing Tag Force off screen, I had a duel that was 60 turns, and there was no stall on either deck. We went back and forth, and it was a lot of fun. 60 turns. It was great. So having that compressed into one turn, I would rather not. 21 to 21. So I need to stop you with Blackmord. Oh no, the Typhoon. What card have I face down? Salvage. But then you would play it again, because you have that card. I will wait. And I will attack this card. I did plan to use the rope on Cure Mermaid. I used it on Fire Princess instead. They're both... She would be 22. 100 points over. Or 23, actually. She would have been able to defeat that. Oh well. Ah, the Goblin Elite. Yes, in the future I must make sure to make at least 22. So, save the rope for the mermaid. Yes, then I could stop it. Lesson for the future. Activate Salvage! And I return Penguin Soldier and Cure Mermaid. Oh no, the game did not get... It was intense. That game did not get boring. Never gets boring. He was back and forth, back and forth. I loved it. I should have recorded it, but that's why I'm streaming now. So maybe you guys can see some of those types of matches. It was fun. It was 2,400. Not even the mermaid could stop that. Not yet. Mermaid. And the horn of the unicorn. Come on, get through, get through. And he got knocked through. At least he was in defense mode. Can he switch to attack next turn? I hope not. Oh no, you didn't take him. I hate that card. Do I survive it? No, I do not. I lost again. Snatch Steal. I'm blaming that duel on Snatch Steal, so I will... Again. Hopefully this is not getting too boring for you folks. I need to overcome this guy. Alright, a new hand with new possibilities. I'll place 2 cards face down. Heavy Storm? Come on. Thanks, I appreciate, Gara, that you like the channel. Originally it was only for game development, but I think this relates to game development because I like the pixel art. And I'm making a card game also, so I can look at the effects and the game balance and things of that nature. Master Duel, hey? Fun game. I need to try that once. So what can I do? Do I play her? I know you'll probably play another card. I have salvage. It is alright. But I know you can't attack next turn anyway, so I'm not wasting Akimyo. Goblin King, are you strong enough? Ooh, you are not. And I gain 800 life points. Okay, if you'll likely get through. You likely have a trap, but I will try anyways. Heart of the Unicorn. 1,000. Let me try this. Fushi! I cannot attack you. Okay, not Fushi then. Oh no, the shrink. I knew it. 50 life points. And I think next turn you'll play another one to get 2,000. I can't attack you. Alright. I will then give you your goblin. $19. Are you strong enough? Battle phase. 22. Oh, rush recklessly. He cannot attack. Next turn, he cannot be used. So all I need to do is get rid of him. Eternal Bird, combined with the Horn of the Unicorn. I'm a big fan of the classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Show and Mega. I like the classic character, so I like to try to envision that kind of stuff. I'm not too concerned about the later era type of. I like the voice. I like to remember the voice acting when I'm playing. You destroyed your card. My card was destroyed. My next turn will not be. I'll draw Horn of the Unicorn, so it all depends what you draw. That was the only way to get rid of it. You can attack me with 1,000. That's okay. That's okay. I can handle that. And now your card is destroyed. I draw the Horn. I have Drakboard. Now by the time you can attack, it will be useless. Oh no! Dust Tornado. I lose again. I think you're better than me. That is the only conclusion I can come up with. Yeah, I think you're better than me. I will come back to this guy. I will move on. Once I can think of how to make my deck better, I will come back to this guy. He has 10 victories to my 8. He's good. I need to get better. But for now, I will challenge the Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. You did ask about the dragon deck. This is not the Blue Eyes Dragon deck, it is the Red Eyes. But it's still Eyes. Another thing I like about classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the lack of archetypes. In order to make a strong deck, instead of using the name in the card, like, I know this is technically an archetype, but Archfiends, or Toons, or whatever, archetypes would later become a great thing, where the decks are made by archetypes. Whereas in the Duel Monsters era, all your cards are, you have to look at their effects and look at what cards work well together and try to build your own strategy out of that, or by a theme like the Goblin deck. The reason it's called a Goblin deck is because it has Goblin King in it, and it has Goblin Attack Force. But other than that, you need to build that deck by thinking of how to make use of those effects. So yeah, it is. I like that. I like it when you have to do your own deck building and not rely on cards being named after the archetype that you've chosen. So you're building your own archetype. Alright, so I will begin with the Kier Mermaid. And I will place... First turn Heavy Storm is brutal. Would you really Smashing Ground on the first turn? I will risk it. Okay, you did not. You think you can overcome me? Well, think again. Mirror Wall! Your gets cut in half and you are destroyed. But unlike Shrink, my card remains. I gain 800 life points with Kier Mermaid. And then I pay 2,000 with Mirror Wall. So Cure Mermaid is paid for half of Mirror Wall. And then I play Eternal Bird. Now Eternal Bird, attack. And you are seeing my strategy right now. Eternal Bird inflicts 1,200 and I gain 1,200. Therefore, I have paid for Mirror Wall and lost no life points. Now Cure Mermaid, attack! Now I have a great defense that cannot be overcome. Not easily, anyways. And now I question whether I should play these face down. But I worry about Heavy Storm. I do. I will abstain. Your Luster Dragon is nothing. Actually, it is something. I cannot get past it. So if you do not attack, that's why it's not like Gravity Bind or something, because of that, I cannot get past it. And I have to choose to pay thousands of life points to keep my card in play. I should have played Bottomless. No matter. I have hey, 2,000 life points to keep Mirror Wall in play. And then I'll play Penguin Soldier face down. This is almost turning into a water deck. And then I will play this face down. Nobleman, see, that's why I don't like playing face downs. I lost both of my penguins, but I get to look at your deck at least. See what the dragons have. They have Armed Dragon level 5, which I think, Gara, is what you were thinking of. Rather than Dark Armed Dragon in GX, I think you were thinking of Armed Dragon, which is in the deck right here. This is Dark Armed Dragon. Armed Dragon level 5, level 7. Not Dark Armed Dragon, Armed Dragon. So they're easily confused. Yeah, Dark or Armed Dragon. They have very similar names. Snatch Steal, I hate that card. Armed Dragon is a much older card. Level 10, that is powerful. Heavy Storm is in your deck, which means you do not have it. And of course, every deck must have DD Warrior Lady. And Premature Burial and Pottery. Alright, I have seen your cards. You are at a disadvantage now. Will pay. I gain 800 life points, and I will pay 2,000 to keep it in play. Exterminate your face down card. Alright. This is troublesome, but I can overcome it. I can become more powerful. I do not need my second. I need to figure out what I wish to discard. You're 15. I like this card. I like it. 2,000. You're strong. You are strong. Right, that goes back to my hand. ED Warrior. No! I have been saving this bottomless for you, and you alone. I gain 800 life points, and then I pay 2,000. And I will play Fire Princess. I will then place this card face down. Here, Mermaid, attack the Luster Dragon. Can I activate? No. She will be destroyed. And then I activate Rope of Life and discard Eternal Bird to bring her back. And she gains 800 attack points permanently. Now attack again. Why are you still 2,000? Do you have a special ability? You are a light card. Oh, on my side of the field. Fire, there must be, yeah, she's on that. Right, then I end my turn. Defending. I guess my mirror wall hath stopped all thou can do. Thou canst do. I gain 800 life points, and that means you lose 500 life points, thanks to the Gear Princess, or the Fire Princess. And I will keep mirror wall in play. Place a defense. $1,200 defense. Fire Princess, attack. Here, Mermaid, attack. What is that card? No idea. Does it have a... This card attacks, it is changed to defense position. Okay. Nothing to worry about. Now you're defending. Your Pot of Greed did you no good? Ah, right when you thought I was losing too much life points, I drew a second Cure Mermaid. Perhaps I should have 3. But 2 is alright. I pay 800. Or I gain 800 life points, you lose 500 life points. Then I pay 2,000. And then I play another Cure Mermaid. Dangan, you get Twin-Headed Behemoth. You will lose both his heads. Princess, strike. And Mermaid, strike. I think I have an idea now. Oh, you're drawing a new hand. Let us see if it helps. I think perhaps I should make this the forefront. Have a third Cure Mermaid. Maybe a second Fire Princess. Maybe not a second. I don't know. I do not know. I would turn it more into a burn deck, I suppose. A third Solemn Wishes and a third Cure Mermaid at the least might help. We'll see. See how things go. Now I gain 800 from one Cure Mermaid. The Fire Princess inflicts 500. And then the second Cure Mermaid gives me another 800. And Fire Princess goes again. And I win. Red Eyes, you're done. Now Vampire. A Vampire Lord deck, I think. To go. Cannot remember how strong his cards are. I will play the Fire Princess. Mention transport. Flee from harm's way. She's back. Can you stop the enraged Muka? You bring the mummy back to defend again. And I'll make sure defending is all thou canst do. Attack your face down card. I see. So that is what you... And if that be what you have, I need to think. None of my... This one can do, but he needs protection first. I will not play a card. What's that? What did that do? Let me see. Oh, you can direct, but you did not. You could have attacked me directly. But you chose not to. Muka! Now both my Mukas are on the field. So it is indeed the vampire deck. As long as that card is in play. As long as Reaper is in play, I am stuck. Oh, the DD Warrior. She is a threat no more. Wait, next turn I can do this. Let me see what you... Oh, you got rid of it. Alright, that works. Vampire Genesis. Let us see what that is and what it does. 3,000 attack points. Remove a vampire lore on your side of the field from play. You did not special summon him. Right? How did you play him then? Except you had Spear Reaper. You did not have Vampire Lord. Strange. Discard one zombie from your hand to the graveyard, just like a special summon one zombie. Okay, you can special summon zombies. I see. I'm surprised you could play that card. Because you had this in your hand. Oh, maybe you sacrificed it. No, I understand what happened. You sacrificed Reaper to play this card, Curse of Vampire. But that's not Vampire Lord. Maybe his effect is treated as a Vampire Lord? Maybe. And then you sacrificed him to play this. I see. Solemn wishes! Alright. Muka, attack his creature. Your Genesis is no more. I'll place a card face down. And I play the Eternal Flame. You gained 1,000 life point or 1,000 attack points. Then I will attack your face down card. Another mummy. You will pay for meddling with the dead. You're not attacking. Your mummy is 1,800. Dost thou fear? Dost thou know that I have a card face down? Curious. Muka. Oh, the bottomless. No matter. No matter. Attack directly. And then I gain 1,000 attack points. And attack is face down once again. It's 3,100. Can you not see you are on a losing battle? That guy's effect. A warrior. Which none of mine honor. Right? And fire. Alright. Now, do I need to worry? I win in win very quickly. I'll place this face down. Heavy storm. You wiped out my solemn wishes, my dust tornado, and my mirror wall. My cards are already too strong. You attacked my penguin soldier. You know what that does? It wipes out your entire field and returns everything to your hand. You're a mermaid. Pretty lady. Attack directly. No defense can stop me. And now, the flame is a destructive power of 4,100. Starting at 100. Let me take a screenshot of that. Puka. Reaper? I thought you only had one. Should be a limit one. You have more. No matter. You lose. $1,500. That's quite the number. Ah, because I used no green cards. And I did no special summoning. Very nice. Alright, Inferno Flame Emperor. One face down. Blazing Apache. Normally, your card would be mightier than mine, but not today. Mirror Wall. Level limit area B. A burn card. Burn deck indeed. In that case, after gaining 800 life points, I will not keep Mirror Wall in play. But I have Dream Clown to get past your level limit area B. Dear Mermaid to get past any of your burn cards. Oh, you gave me a lava golem. Okay, I'm facing a burn deck now. This will be a challenge. That is difficult indeed. The Raging Flame, you, my card. Life is getting hurt from me. did not think you were a burn deck. Everybody uses pot of greed. Okay, yeah, take it. Take the lava gold. I do not mind. That was a foolish move. Oh, no, it was not, because you have the baseball kit. I had that as a lad. I will activate Mirror Wall to cut your attack in half and minimize the damage. Wow, that is one strong baseball kid. Level 3s. Terminate. I think I'll lose this one. Cannot attack. And he has... there is a possibility with Giant Rat. It may be possible. But the chances are slim. Giant Rat, help me. Where is... I only have one Dream Cloud? You know, I think I need two. I think two are a requirement now. Thousand life points, that is good. And I can stop you. I can at least delay you. 18, 35. Defense. You may have played it in defense mode. Let me see. I will attack your face down current. Oh no, the Nightmare Wheel. You are burned through and through. Just burning you also. Activate. Bottomless trap hole. Now the baseball kid will not be a problem for me. My life points are recovering. I bet you are beginning to regret the snatch steal now. And I play Salvage. And I recover Cure Mermaid and Penguin Soldier. Now I must figure out how to use them. First, I need to get Muka strong enough. Do I end my... Okay, what do I play? I play this? I'm sure you cannot attack, right? Mermaid! Now I will gain more life points. Sure. I will lose 5. You will lose 1,000 because he's on your side of the field. You should not have taken it. I can tell you that. There's another 5. But then with Snatch Steal, with Mermaid I gain 8. With Snatch Steal I gain 1,000. And I can use this to free my Muka. So one more turn, and then 2,500 defense. Hold on, let me see if this will work. Activate. Transport. And your card is destroyed. Yes. Yes, that was foolish. You should not have taken the Lava Golem. Oh, you're a level 3. Not bad. But you will need more than that. For you have 1 turn, 2 turns. And now my Muka is free to strike. Once I end my turn, you lose. Goodbye. It was very fortunate of me that you played Lava Golem and Snatch Steal. That makes it seem like you have level limit area B. I think I need not worry. And I'll move on. You have level limit area B. I do not care. You lost to your own mistakes. That is your fault, not mine. Deep blue, and you probably have the same. I will say I'm not a fan of level limit area B. There's no way I'm playing this. I will wait. And it makes sense. You make your cards level 3, and then have Gravity Bind. Level limit area B. Does not make it fun though. Not fun when the opponent is not allowed to attack. Gravity Bind, that gets rid of your Gravity Bind at least. Now let's see what you have. Of course. Penguin Soldier. So, see? This is what I mean by, what would you call them? Staple cards, power cards. This is a water deck. but you have DD Warrior Lady. Because the card is a power card. It is so powerful, it belongs, no matter what, if it fits the deck or not, it goes in every single deck. You have your water deck, it is in fire deck, it is in healing deck, it is in burn deck, it is in everything. Because it destroys a card. So it does not matter. That's why I do not like power cards. And that is why I tried to make my deck, I lower the power, even though it makes duels more difficult. I lower the power so that I can stick to an idea and not, because otherwise the meta GOAT decks are half the deck, 3/4 of the deck of power cards. And they all play the same. Most of them play the same, mostly the same. They mostly have 70, 80% of the same cards, and they call that the skeleton in GOAT format. And I don't like the skeleton. I strive for uniqueness. So this is one challenge my own game will need to overcome. When designing it, I need to make sure there are not power cards that belong in every deck. Because this should not happen. You have a water deck, you should not be using an earth or a light warrior. What does that have to do with your water strategy? The water strategy is about, lowering your level. And I guess the bad thing is the level limiter AB, so I cannot attack, but you can. Still, regardless of all that, or getting effects from your field power bonus like this, Mermaid Knight being able to attack twice. That is good. And then this stopping any of my attacks. So you have a stall. So the water deck is a stall deck. It lowers the level so that you can attack, but I cannot. And then it makes it so you take no life point loss. It is a tough deck to overcome. Then there's Mobius. That fits your deck. It is a water type. Even though you don't play, it does not take advantage of lowering the level. So it does not really fit the deck. Because going from level 6 to level 5 does not change that you have to sacrifice one card. This card is in the deck because it destroys a card once it's played. That is alright. This fits the deck. It's level 5, it goes down to level 4 with the field card in play. And you can play a 24/50 without having to sacrifice. So, I like that. But yeah, that's your strategy. I don't like that DD Warrior Lady is in every deck. I do not like it. If it was in a warrior deck, I get it. You search your deck for a warrior, you get DD Warrior Lady, and you get to play her. Because you have a warrior deck, you can take advantage of her effect. But for her effect to be used in every single deck that exists, that bothers me. Anyways, I need to do something. You have 1700. He's 1600. I cannot block anything yet. Okay, Giant Rat, that will do. That is a sufficient block. Torrential. He's destroyed. Alright, my block there's no more block. Yes, when I'm making my game, I need to make sure the decks can be as unique as possible. And that every deck does not use the same. Like Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed is in every deck. That is, I know Magic the Gathering and things like that have cards like this, but they're not in every deck because they have color limits, so they cannot be in every deck. And if they have a stamina cost to play them, or some kind of color cost, mana cost, then you either say you have to pay 3 mana to play it. You can either pay 3 mana to draw 2 cards, or you pay 3 mana to play a creature. Then you're weighing options, and maybe you'll play your creatures that you have, and then you save Pot of Greed until later in the game, until you can afford to play it, because you have no other cards to play. Then I think it would not bother me, but the fact that everything is free in the game, you play it as soon as you get it. As soon as you get Pot of Greed, you play it. Maybe that's probably why it bothers me. These cards are free. They're not free in my game. There's a cost to play cards. Anyways, I will play Drakmor. And then I play a Feather of the Phoenix. And I discard this to add Giant Rat to the top of the deck. Time to shave, Angler. 1 turn down. And I'll play it in attack mode. I will not attack in case you have Sakuretsu armor. This turn I will abstain. I will restrain myself, knowing this is a longer type of battle. I know your other one is 1700, so I need to make sure I can stop at 1700. Muka, the Great Muka. Discarded 1, and I have another. The Great Muka. We'll stop you. That makes 2. I will attack your Angler. He is vanquished. We'll then place this card face down and save it for your stall cards. And then 1600 with your field bonus. 1600. I'm worried you have something you can play that is stronger. I will save it. Dust Tornado. Oh, man, you have to be kidding. I hate Snatch Steal. That also is in every deck. But I hate it because you get your boss card and then they take it. They take it permanently, too. Why did they ban Change of Heart and then let that card through? That card is twice as powerful. That card is permanent. See, that's why I think Konami's ban lists are... and their excuse of cards being too powerful, therefore they be banned, are excuses. 1, Pot of Greed was banned. And then they made a more powerful Pot of Greed, Pot of Avarice. And then Change of Heart was banned. And then they made Snatch Steal. Change of Heart is a 1-turn effect. Snatch Steal is permanent. And then there's cards like Creature Swap that are also permanent. So I think their ban lists are only to make money, to sell. It is not because things are too powerful. which is what ban lists are supposed to be. Anyways, my bickering aside, I will challenge him again. Alright. I will start with the women. Are you discarding a card? You are discarding Penguin Soldier. Good move. The cards face down. Terminate. There you go. No more. No more gravity binds. You could have activated it and canceled the effect. I know not why. Oh yeah, because you have the level 4 card in play. It would not be the right time to activate it, because then you would need to wait for your field card to turn him into a level 3. And here's another thing. When deck building, do they not think about their strategy? Because your strategy is to play your field card and to have level limit area B and or gravity bind in play. Those are continuous effects. Those remain in play. And you have premature burial and snatch. All these cards remain on the field. Why then do you have Heavy Storm that gets rid of the field? Do you intend to destroy your own field? I know why. It is a power card, and therefore it must be in every deck. But I think that does not belong in the deck. I think it hurts the deck by being in it. And you also have Tornado Wall, which remains in play also. Yeah, I think you should not have Heavy Storm in this deck. But people do not think when they're creating the decks. They say everything must be in, all these power cards must be in every deck. This is the skeleton, this is the requirement. Anyways, time to continue. I will play Muka. And I will dispose of your creature. It's 2400. Strike him again. Then I will play my Toon Ladies again. Alright. Correctly. I have the Muka Muka, and it is his turn to attack. Level are you? You are level 4, level 4, level 4. So I have only the Muka to rely on. Muka, strike again! Tornado. No matter. I only placed it face down, so I need not discard. So I need not discard. One last time, Muka. Strike! Muka is the key to defeating thee. One win, one loss. I'll try one more time. Dune ladies. Restore. I get it, yeah, first turn it is good. But afterwards, it is not. Should have attacked. Oh yeah, it would not. I will strike again. Though I be weaker. Oh, I should not have done that. Too late now. Too late now. I was thinking I should save it for the small Muka. But now I have no choice but to get the grand Muka. The small Muka can get past your gravity bind. I think you have not level limit area B. Interesting. It's good news for me. Eternal Bird. Shave an angler. Time to shave. Attack. Dune ladies. And when they inflict damage, you lose a card from your hand. Goodbye. Tornado Wall. Now Eternal Bird attack. Inflict 1200 and gain 1200. And she and the bird returns to my hand, and that is all. Increasing my life points, or my attack points. Now you lose your last card. Now you have none. If only you had Tornado Wall. If only. If you did have Tornado Wall, you would. Oh, you have Tornado Wall. You had another one face down. Not bad. I have Mirror Wall. You have Tornado Wall. Yours does not prevent your cards from being destroyed, but it doth prevent you from losing life points. Which is difficult for me. I gain 800 life points. And since you cannot lose life points, I cannot. Yeah. Get 2-card combo. 2-card stall. Alright. I must wait for Oh no. Good thing you have no cards in your hand. Otherwise that would be dangerous. Mirror wall. Do I pay to keep it in play? No. Not this time. You do have another threat, however. You have Deity Warrior Lady, which is not a water card at all. But you do have her. So I have that prepared, and that prepared to make her stronger. Oh, she's level 3. That works, yeah. That works against this deck. Ah. 5 points, not bad. Faith. What do you get? Heavy Storm. Do you wish to blow up your own field? That would benefit me. Let me see if you do so. Okay, you play that card. Defense. And you do not play Heavy Storm. You will regret not playing Heavy Storm. I will wipe out your impenetrable defense. And then, next turn, you are finished. Your Heavy Storm will do you no good. Fool! Your Heavy Storm was... Your Tornado Wall was the only thing keeping you alive. Now you have nothing. Why would... I would have destroyed it on my turn with Dust Tornado, but... Why? Why would you use Heavy Storm? Does the computer think if you have Heavy Storm and they have more cards than you, that you should do it in all cases? Do they not consider their own cards? You destroyed yourself. Deity Warrior Lady, you are no more. Tormented Ladies, end him. That was not incredibly frustrating. Because my mermaid goes down a level, and I have Muka Muka, so it's not incredibly frustrating. Gravity Bind is a bit more frustrating. But I still beat him. Or, I mean, level limiter. The fire burn was a bit more frustrating. But that's okay. Now, Helios. The Acer deck. Please be not another burn deck. Goon Ladies. And a face down card. I see. Arma. Discard one card from your hand. Remove from play one face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field. So you specialize in removing cards from play to give yourself strength. Give thyself strength. Not bad. Ah, wow, Banisher. Quite a strong card. I should have played the Eternal Flame. Aha! That's your great card? Bye-bye! Bottomless! You like your cards being removed, right? They can stay there. What did he do? Oh, he was weak. No matter. He would become strong. Gave you quite a number of options to play, to use. Exterminate! I will exterminate that card. Bottomless. We lose all our bottomless cards. And I get to see your deck, DD Survivor. Okay, so he special summoned to the field during your end phase. Good. Good. You have all the DD cards. DD Assailant. DD Warrior Lady. What is this card? Sun. The False God Helios. Alright. Unicorn. In case you have another Banisher. What's that card? Banisher of the Light. First, I will attack you directly. Sakuratsu? You could have Sakuratsu'd the other card. I guess he is stronger. Alright. Defending. Defending, I'll make sure that is all you can do. And the time bomb is growing. I'll place this in defense to protect myself in case you somehow can stop it. Can stop my eternal flame from growing even greater. $3,000. Three defenses. Knowest thou not that your defenses cannot prevent me from attacking you? I go past your defenses. Oh. 4,100. Place a fourth defense. That was your last defense. Let me screenshot this. I like seeing seeing the eternal flame in all his might. The flame never doth perish. Put down the flesh and make the spirit to grow. There we go. That was level 3. And level 3 was easier than the goblin. The goblin is stronger than all of these. Though these two are quite interesting to battle. I like battling these because you get to see the armed dragon and the vampire type strategy. Well, this is less impressive. All he has 1900 attacking cards, and he has the Goblin King, which is strong, can be strong. But this deck, I think, is stronger than these. Alright, next stream I will do the level 4s. And then there's level 5s. And then you can battle, I can battle my own deck. And I can build my personal decks to face against. Capturing each era, which I think I will do. That is why I began the stream, so I could eventually do this. This is the end goal. Alright, till next stream, see you next time we face Guilford the Legend.